Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And my question of today is, do you think XRP can hit an all-time high in 2021? Put yes or no in the comment section down below, and make sure you press that like button. It helps the video perform a little bit better in the YouTube algorithm, and I want to try see if we can actually get to 1,000 likes on this video, so make sure you press that button. All right, I want to start off with this video. We've been questioning Gensler for such a long while, and I have shared so many times that I think this man is, I don't want to say it guys, but this man, all right? So let's watch this video together and you draw your own conclusions.
The cryptocurrencies discussed in the article was Ethereum. In the article, you say that Ether could have problems with securities laws because some of the first tokens were sold by the Ethereum Foundation before the network was actually functional. You go on to say that Ethereum could get off the hook from securities laws due to the fact that it developed into a decentralized network. You've repeatedly said that you believe initial coin offering tokens are securities, but right here it's sounding like you're acknowledging that Ether transitioned from what would have been a security into a commodity once the network was adequately decentralized.
And let's quickly intervene here by saying what he's basically asserting is, okay, you have basically stated before that Ethereum is subject to security laws, but since it's become sufficiently decentralized, it's basically good. Then again, there's really a thin line right there between things being able to transition whilst being a security definitely one before, because again, these guys were funding their ecosystem with sales, so he's basically trying to question Gensler around that.
Can you clarify when a token is sufficiently decentralized to no longer be a security in your view?
I thank you for that, and digging back to an article from 3 years ago, but I was honored to study and research these issues at MIT, and what I was commenting on then was a process that the SEC was going forward on, and I think then head of corporate finance was talking about in that time frame. And so without going into any one token, what I think the core test is, and it's the test the Supreme Court has taken up numerous times with a broad brush.
Let's see it already here. He asked a really simple question about Ethereum. He's saying, without talking about one coin, that's not the question. Am I going crazy, guys, or is he just trying to talk about something else real quick? And also, I think he meant now Division of Corporation Finance, meaning William Hinman that he's referring to there, who said that?
You're raising money from others and the investing public anticipating profits based upon the efforts in some collective group of individuals. That's central test. It's called the Howey test. There's other broad brushes with regard to this as well, as to when something is a note, called the Reeves test that Thurgood Marshall wrote a few decades ago. Fundamentally, the SEC is here to help protect the public from fraud, and that's why Congress painted with a broad brush.
Yeah, thanks for the clarification. And unfortunately, Congress didn't create the Howey test. The courts did. The same with the Reeves. And frankly, we're dependent on this patchwork of regulation by enforcement. Obviously, there are people that feel that a particular, token like Ether is treated differently than one like XRP, for example, as something a matter.
And that's, again, a very important point that I was going to bring up right there. So the question to Gary Gensler is, are these coins getting different treatment? If so, why? And specifically Ethereum. Now, then again, it kind of becomes difficult because Gensler says it's clear. And that's where things kind of get difficult, because if he admitted things are not clear and Ethereum right now might still get the finger or something, okay, we would be able to understand it, because he just came into office, right? But the fact that he says, no, it's all quite clear, we have different things, and we're painting it with a broad brush, but, it's kind of obvious. That's the strange part, and that's, again, what people are right now wondering. Again, guys, I have a lot of respect for the U.S. system. For many ways, they do protect investors properly. It is just in the specifics right here that things just seem amiss, if you ask me. It just does not seem logical. If he is telling us again, as you heard his word just now, that they're trying to protect the U.S. investors, how could that be so if this is the way that they're doing that? And I think earlier we also covered either Warren or Hester Peirce or McHenry, I think it might have been actually, whom discussed basically that through the way in which they're doing it now, the majority of the people that they're hurting are U.S. investors through this way of any security crypto type of offering, all that stuff. It's going to be a really big battle, guys, and I'm not sure exactly how it's going to flow. But what I do know, and what I have told you guys a ton of times here, is that XRP right now is facing a pivotal battle in the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit. And as I've explained a couple of times before, if they get the victory in this, and they are the first properly regulated crypto, that sets a completely new stage for absolutely everything. That would be so huge, guys. That would be just insane. It's almost crazy to think about. Having said that, if you are enjoying these daily crypto videos, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Right now, we are at 131,998 subscribers now that I am watching it on my sidelines. I really hope that we're going to be at 132,000 by the end of today. So if you have not subscribed just quite yet, make sure you press that button and let's get crack-a-lackin'. All right, Uphold just shared that they're basically supporting Songbird. Yay. Delighted to announce that Uphold will shortly introduce support for Songbird, the token of the Flare test network. Our customers will be able to withdraw Songbird tokens to private, external wallets later this month. We expect to introduce full trading support shortly thereafter. And so as of this point, I'm pretty damn excited, even though I'm not even holding any XRP on Uphold. The fact that it is possible is a very nice thing, guys. So I'm pretty happy that Uphold has finally come to terms with that and basically said yes to adoption. To cryptocurrency adoption, I should say. All right, Bank of America is bullish on digital assets and believes Bitcoin is only the beginning. A couple of things which they stated. First of all, they've been working with Ripple for a very long time. Second of all, they just released a report in which they basically are bullish on cryptocurrencies. The market cap of digital assets, now sitting over $2 trillion, surpasses the GDP of many countries. It is a blossoming asset class that has become too large to ignore, according to the new Bank of America report. And again, guys, they believe Bitcoin is important, and they think that digital asset ecosystems as a whole have the chance to disrupt finance, technology, supply chains, social media, gaming, and more. Woo! Right? Woo! Woo, 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 woo. And it's only the first inning, they said, yeah. So the obvious is being stated right here. It'll go beyond Bitcoin. I mean, the technology that we're working with, the technology that we're talking about is huge. CBDCs are a when and not an if. I also get that, right? CBDCs will be coming. Some people are trying to ignore it, but you just can't. It's going to be coming up. There's no question about it. The only question is exactly what country will do it first and to what degree will they be used, but they will be there. I mean, there's no question about it in my mind either. So again, all of this stuff that they're mentioning here is all mostly known to people like you and I who watch the crypto news more often, but it's still important because a lot of people read this and whatever the Bank of America has to say, a lot of people like to know, even though Bank of America has been progressive on the matter for a very long while. Then guys, a lot of y'all have been asking for a Solana update. If this is your coin, if you like Solana, make sure that you press that like button on this video. Solana support added by PaySafe services Skrill and Neteller. I never know exactly how you pronounce that, but I have used them a lot before, so I'm definitely kind of excited about this. The most trending crypto of Q3. That's true, because, well, they've been really, what can I say? That's just, they've been really going trending. And even on Twitter, I think yesterday they were going trending over in my end here. The most trending crypto of Q3 is now seamlessly available to all clients of PaySafe's digital payment apps. And that's a pretty big deal if you ask me. They just let go of a couple of statements on that. And I think that's also why they went trending over on Twitter, because of this announcement on its own. Now, is this huge for the price? No, but it shows you what type of reach Solana has now to kind of also get introduced with all these different things. What I mean? It's not as if Solana is new in the sense that it's not the only product. It's not as if, but Solana is quite a new project, and to already be amongst the behemoths in getting adoption like this is a very big deal for Solana. Because if you told me this a couple of months ago, I would have said, oh no, Solana is a project, but it's not going to get that much adoption. You know, it kind of dusted off a little bit. But no, Solana is making these major brand partnerships like a couple of these other behemoths in the crypto space are. Solana is really, it's something you can't ignore anymore. And pretty shortly here, guys, I think it's only going to keep increasing in basically performance or adoption, I guess. It's just going to kind of go exponential. Then the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements, says stablecoins need traditional payment rules. The report says stablecoins should be subject to some same rules as traditional payment systems, and that ultimately would be a very bullish thing, because that means stablecoins have the same rules as traditional currencies, I should say. And that basically means they are recognized as proper legal tender, right? I mean, it depends on how they view rules, but I would say if there are rules that are negative, then the benefit of those rules should also be there. Meaning, if they are, being properly regulated, they should also be allowed in more instances. So I can't really see this as a bad thing in any way, shape, or form. But the key takeaways are: a report published by the Bank of International Settlements and IOSCO envisions a regulatory mechanism for stablecoins. The report argues that stablecoins should be put under the purview of existing global payment standards. And the report also said that there was a risk to using blockchains and smart contracts for stablecoins. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get the entire system here. It's not that strange. All right, then, guys, then. Just added to Crypto Law TV, the full clip of Warren Davidson's questions to Gary Gensler, who refused to comment on what makes a token sufficiently decentralized not to be a security. Davidson expressed public frustrations with a patchwork of regulation by enforcement, which has allowed assets like Ether to get different treatment from assets like XRP, making it important to clarify what constitutes decentralization. He pressed Gensler on the downside of regulation by enforcement or threatened enforcement in place of rulemaking and clarity. Gensler replied that the security laws are quite clear, and this one was head spinning. Yeah, guys, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it, man. Gary Gensler is being put under some pressure, and even though, again, I sometimes feel bad for the man because he came into office, everybody had such high hopes on him, and he's just cracking it down. Maybe it's just his orders, who knows exactly why he's doing all this stuff. We really don't get it. So here was a just in. SEC Chair Gary Gensler has fielded a number of crypto-related questions in a congressional hearing that is currently underway. So that was kind of the summary on that. We had a couple other pieces. So one thing I must quickly say here, this is, again, take it not at face value or take it at face value, depending on how you view it. This is satire. Breaking, Bitcoin surges as JP Morgan approved Bitcoin ETF for their clients. Diamond said, "We believe we will see $1 million Bitcoin within 5 years." This sounds pretty legit, right? But it's fake. It's just something somebody made up. But since it got 600 likes, I wanted to quickly mention it because I don't want you guys to get confused about this stuff. It's just fake. Somebody just made it up. And if you look further, you'll notice, okay, it's just for fun, right? For example, if you look at this right there, look at me. I'm the fake news now. It's kind of obvious, but some people don't know. And here you can see, again, people are making fun out of it. But again, I understand, and I know it from all the... from being here in the crypto space for so long, I know a lot of people don't know the difference between real and fake in that sense. So I'm always a little bit hesitant with, when people play these games, basically. I don't like it too much. Let's put it like that. Then again, ultimately, I also don't think it can do too much harm. But, yeah, it's still, what if people make the wrong choice because of something like this, right? You don't want that to be the case. At least that's as far as I've taken it now. All right, and then. Crypto just shared this over on her Twitter, and I'm excited about that too. Interesting to see the pre-IPO, big P. Interesting to see the pre-IPO Ripple shares product price movement. And it basically shows that over the last year or so, let's say 2 years, the price of Ripple stock has actually doubled as well. Right now in Series 107, the price per share is basically $41, where it was $21 about a year and a half ago, in January 2020. And it's kind of interesting how actually the price really hasn't gone down from August 2020 to May 2021, when they did come under pressure by the SEC in terms of lawsuits, right? So the fact that the price didn't go down at that point, in my opinion, is also kind of interesting. Then guys, before I end off this video, again, make sure you press that like button, but also you might want to check out from tomorrow on forward our 50,000 XRP competition over on Bybit. I've been shouting it out for a little while, but it is right here. People are going to be able to win 50K XRP in total. I'll leave more info from tomorrow, as again, it's going to take about 16 hours for the competition to start, but I am very, very freaking excited about it, guys, because that's going to be all for you if we get enough people to join. But yeah, it's going to be amazing. So I'll stick around for that. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today. Again, make sure you subscribe, by the way. I forgot to say it just now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you press that like button if you enjoyed it.